have more on my property. It's in a trailer. I have a 40-foot trailer. You know, it's really funny, like, it's a story in itself on how I got my first camera. My buddy worked at a camera store, and he was hard up for some cash, and he's like, hey, if I jack a camera from work, will you buy it from me for 200 bucks? I was like, yeah, sure. So I bought the camera off him for 200 bucks. He pretty much threw the camera in the trash and then took the trash out, and then after work he went and dug it out. These are some of my first few tapes, starting from up there, and then it got to the point where I went through those 50 and I was like, I should probably start logging them by number. And then I have like a whole spreadsheet of what's on each tape, so I could pull out JSL, Jared Scott Lucas 157, and there's at time code 019 Lizard King, Bee Sting and Gobbler, or whatever the case. There's all sorts of crazy stuff on these, but it's all very like ADD, OCD, organized in my files somewhere. Originally, I'm from Washington State, but I grew up in Phoenix. Started skating in 1995. I don't know, is that 21 years now? And picked up a camera when I was a junior in high school. Are you fucking kidding me? And then I got into media productions and started editing and stuff when I was 16. Met Josh Hawkins shortly after that, and it transitioned from me being like filming the guys to, hey, you guys film me now, to just like, I should just document Josh Hawkins. He looks better on a skateboard, he fits in the fisheye lens way better than me, and he's progressing way faster, and he's younger. My just being a skateboarder transitioned into like, I need to like start helping this dude get sponsored. So it was like not just me being a cinematographer, it was like more about me taking the managerial role. And when I was 17, I got my first team manager job, managing a shop, and I've been managing little teams here and there like ever since.
Shit, that one hurt? Oh my god, dude. Pick up your phone, stay away from me. Yellow! I'm in Phoenix right now. Yeah. Fucker. Yeah, right now.
So you can still see me.
No. Yeah.
Get off your phone, I'm gonna line this.
Go! That's why you hear the generator in the background, bitch.
The shop that I initially started team managing for was called Beyond Image. I team managed for them for 2 years, just always filming with the guys, and they gave us a little budget to kind of do like little local trips. So put out a couple local videos. So 18 years old still, filming with Josh, Adam Romero, Daniel Cooper, a bunch of just local Arizona guys.
I ran into this fucking route.
It was just always like networking with different guys that would come through. Dude, there was so much stuff that I had to juggle to like make all that work. I was a full-time plumber for 4 years, and I'm 21, and my lady at the time, she wanted to move to Los Angeles. Yeah, that's like where I need to be too to start my career. And so we moved to Los Angeles, and that was kind of the next big step. You know, around that time I had my first actual video. There was an Arizona section in the rocket science video, and Mike Rafter hooked me up with some clips in there, so that was pretty, it was pretty big to me at the time. And then Chris Ortiz started hooking me up at 4-on-1, and then I got a clip in the DVS Skate More video with Pudwell, and those were kind of some of the first few clips that I actually had in actual videos. And shortly after that first year of living in LA, met some people and we started a construction business together, and Josh Hawkins actually came out from Arizona and worked for me. During that time, Michael Furukawa asked me if I wanted to work for Skate One, and I turned it down at the time. A couple years into the business, stuff got weird with my partners, and I had started asking Michael, Rob, and DeVille. I was like, hey, is there anything I could do? And back then, like when I had the construction business, I would have, you know, Jordan Hoffert come and stay on my couch, Ryan DeCenzo, John Mata. I helped DeVille get all these guys on PAL. Yeah, so 2007, I think that's when I started working for Bones Wheels officially. The first big project, I guess, was the Powell Fun video. Innovating and creative skateboarding, that was a fun video to work on. Just so diverse with all the different people. DeVille is such a crazy workhorse, and just, he would only take the guys to the craziest spots. And most of the time you just laugh at him, but if you take Ben Hatchell or Elmendorf or Hoffert to these spots, somebody's probably gonna do something. And I think that was kind of set the tone for the video. And it's called Fun, but DeVille would always joke and say it stands for fuck under 9. And Felipe Gustavo came along and we did his digital video part. I was talking with my buddy Roberto Dos Anjos. He had known Felipe and just from Brazil, and I asked him to introduce us. Felipe didn't really speak much English at the time. He was 16 years old, and we met at Hooters. Felipe was so innocent at the time, you know, going to Bible school and all this stuff, and here we are at Hooters. I was like, this kid is so talented after going out with him a few times, and yeah, it was a fun one, man. To go out and shoot with somebody for so long, and then producing a part, and then helping them like get on plan B, and then the LRG thing happened, the DC thing happened, and probably one of like my most proud moments. He's like family to me now. And then it was, yeah, the Bones video came shortly after that. The Newground video was fun, per usual, on the road with all the guys. It was a very well-rounded crew. Kind of cool seeing the guys evolve over time. But then when you look back at the footage that they had back then, you're like, hey, you think you could still do this today? Being able to go out with your friends all the time and capture them doing something that they aspire to like better themselves with in their career. Actually creating a job out of skateboarding has been absolutely surreal. Why would I ever do anything else? This is the best job anyone could ever ask for.